Hello friends, I hope you are doing well and this is a short preview video for upcoming match between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Royal Challenger Bangalore. Up to now, they have faced each other 21 times in IPL if we are talking about head-to-head records against each other. And out of the 21 games they have played against each other, Bangalore have won 8 whereas Hyderabad have won 13 of them. So let's quickly talk about what has been working for them and what has not been working for them. If we talk about Sunrisers Hyderabad, they started this season like it was the repetition of where they ended their last season. They lost their first two matches even though they had a really great team, solid middle order and some really potent pace bowling attack. But after that they won 5 in a row. Then after that they have lost 3 in a row, and that can create some panic buttons if team management is not cautious. And Sunrisers Hyderabad has been notorious for making the decision which are not cautious. They were the team who made the most changes last season and it reflected in their performance. They won only 3 matches out of 14 last year. They were the number 8 in the point table overall in terms of result. And they have also made news for sacking of David Warner mid-season. And if you talk about RCB is coming after a win this time. They lost previous match before that, and RCB performance has been their typical of the past few years. They win some, they lose some, they win some, they lose some, they win in extraordinary fashion and they lose in extraordinary fashion as well. When they Hyderabad and Bangalore faced each other in this IPL 2022, Hyderabad bowlers ripped through RCB batting lineup, and Hyderabad pace attack had a collective performance against RCB. And after that, the batsmen did their job. They won that match, I think, by 9 wickets. So let's talk about the good things for both the teams. In their top 6, except Kane Williamson, everybody has been performing really well, and that's the reason it has not affected Hyderabad team too much because their middle order is on fire. One of their opener is performing really well, which is Abhishek Sharma, and he is also a very young player. But Kane Williamson, if he would have performed well, like if we had like an average season, Hyderabad would have done really well this season if it will come to the batting performance. How bad Kane Williamson form is, you can understand that it by me saying that he is scoring at the strike rate of 96 this season, and he has opened batting in each of the games. And it was about the batting. And if we'll come to the bowling front, Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been at his best. Last year it looked like Bhuvneshwar was the shell of the bowler he used to be, but this time around in 2022 he has been bowling really well. Even in the matches where everybody has been going for a run, Bhuvneshwar has done really well. Apart from that, Umran Malik has been fast, fiery, and he has been taking wickets in the middle over. He has 15 wickets till now in 10 matches. So he is their middle over enforcer. Yes, he has gone for runs, but that doesn't matter. In T20 bowler, name a bowler and tell me that who does not go for run. Even Dale Steyn has gone for run more than 25 plus run multiple time in IPL. Nobody gets spared in IPL, even if they are Jasprit Bumrah, Jofra Archer, Pat Cummins. The level of competition is that high. So on bowling front, things has been going really well for them. Washington Sundar was bowling really well and he can also bat very well. So his injuries have provided a little bit of unbalance, but they have two spin bowling all-rounders apart from Sundar, which is Shreyash Gopal and Jagdisha Suchit. Difference between Suchit and Gopal, they are equally, they ball at the same economy rate, but when it's come to batting, Suchit is more aggressive. He can hit long shot. His strike rate is more than 125 plus, and whereas Shreyash Gopal can be a little bit better bowler than Suchit, but his strike rate is around 105, between 100 to 105. So you can think who is better. When it's come to what's going well for Real Challenger Bangalore, Faf du Plessis has been playing good. He has not looked at his best like he used to do when he was playing for CSK, but you have to also think that he is captain. That is an added responsibility. Glenn Maxwell is doing well. He is batting really well. He is bowling really well. He is winning games for them. Dinesh Karthik has scored really well. Shahbaz Ahmed has been showing his true potential this season with the ball and the bat. Mahipal Lamror, the newest addition, he is also really batting well, and he can bowl as well if it needed to be. Rajat Patidar, he has been included in the team later, but in 2 or 3 matches he has played really well. And the rest, the elephant in the room is Virat Kohli. His IPL 22 was going really bad till in last 2 games he has performed really well, and he has shown that why he is a quality player, because initially he did not used to score loads of 4 on 6s, but he used to strike at the strike rate of above 130 plus by simply running doubles and occasionally hitting fours. So he is starting to come down to that, so that shows that he can get back to form really quick, and he might play some really good inning. Hyderabad will hope that it won't be against them. Their bowling front, Wanindu Hasranga has bowled really well. Harshal Patel and Josh Hazelwood has done really good for them in the death over, and Mohammad Siraj has been bowling like he is having a good season. You can't say that he is having the best season. He is not going for too many runs, but he is also taking wickets at times, and he is bowling well in power play. So that's why he is playing well, and Shahbaz Ahmed has been contributing with ball in every matches. When you have two really good death over bowler in Josh Hazelwood and Harshal Patel, then 2 really good spinners, Wanindu Hasranga, Shahbaz Ahmed, then it allows Mohammad Siraj to be off the track some while, sometimes. If we talk about what's not going well for both team, when it's come to Bangalore, this season they have been really consistent when it's come to playing the 11. Last year they also made a lot of changes, but not as much as Sunrisers Hyderabad. But this season they have made only changes on number 3 when Rajat Patidar came later, and after Anuj Rawat was dropped and Virat Kohli was promoted on top of the order as an opener. On bowling front, there is no need to change any bowlers, so things have been really well. What they have really lacked is the collective performance. Like when in T20 the game works like when one player plays really well, he can win the games for you. But if 2 players in every match, 2 or 3 players are performing well, then you can win the tournament. That has not happened for RCB yet. Their players have performed in phases, but apart from that they had some really good signing, and their players are playing really well. They are not making a lot of changes, just they are not consistent and playing collectively, performing really well. So that has been the reason of their inconsistencies during the IPL. When it comes to Hyderabad, they did not change team for consecutively 5 games, but After that, they dropped Marco Jensen because he had a really bad showing against Rashid Khan in the Gujarat Titans games, which started their losing streak of 3 matches. So once again, they started chopping and changing. They included Son Abbott, Karthik Tyagi. But Marco Jensen is a really good bowler. Son Abbott is a good bowler. He is dependent more on reverse swing, but he does not have the control of Bhuvneshwar. But he is a really good player, and I'm talking about consistency and the pace. Marco Janssen has been adjusted to this. He has played in IPL before. Son Abbott has played as well, but Marco Janssen has speed. He has that left-hander angle, and he's not totally dependent on reverse swing. But Son Abbott does, and Mumbai, Maharashtra's wickets are really well. If the pitch plays well, then it plays really well. Batsmen can go berserk in that situation on bowlers. So let's hope they include Marco Jensen back in the attack, and if they don't, then it's understandable. They would like to give Son Abbott a chance, and I think he totally deserves it. He is one of the mainstays of his team that he has played for in Big Bash League, which is Sydney Sixers. But if Marco Jansen is playing this match, don't be surprised, and he's a really good bowler. But this season, Sunrisers have some really good options in bowling department. They still have Romario Shepherd, but he's very unlikely to get a game in this game. And if it's come to spin bowling, all of the 3 bowlers they have, Shreyas Gopal, Washington Sundar offers more control. He is more efficient with his bowling, whereas Gopal and Suchita are not as efficient as Washington Sundar. And Washington Sundar can bowl in the power play as well. So that gives added advantage of Washington Sundar. But don't forget, Aden Markram has been underbowled this season. He always bowls in the power play, and he bowls really well, even in international matches. So let's see. It would be a really good game, and Sunrisers have the team to create momentum once again in the last 4 matches. And for RCB, it is time to start the process of putting up the collective performance by the team. So thanks for watching this video, and have a great day.